All right, the next step I'm going to talk about is the alignment and the arrangement of your objects. So alignment has to do with aligning objects. So let me show you. Let me copy this star really quick. So if you hold Option, just like in Photoshop, you can make a copy of whatever image it is that you are engaging or holding onto. So now I have these 4 stars, right? So if I wanted to align them so that they all share the same highest point, I could do this manually. If you have your smart guides on, you can do this manually. Do the same thing like this, like that. Or you could also use, let me rearrange them. You can also use your alignment tools right here. So I'm going to select with my black arrow, I'm going to select all 4 of these stars, and then I'm going to go on this window. This is my align window. And if you don't, same thing, if you don't have this window, go to window up top and click on it. And what's it's going to show me are all these options right here. So align objects, and if you hover all of them, it will tell you the description of each. So this will horizontal align left. So if you click on that, that's what's going to happen to all of those stars. I'm going to hit Command Z. So that's all your options right there. Now, if your window doesn't look like this, you probably have to press this little button over here to the left-hand side of the align word. Now for this, we're going to click vertical align top because we want them all to share the same top or highest points. Now say you like that and everything is all aligned, but now the next step is you want them to be perfectly spaced apart. Now you can do this and eyeball this thing, or you can use one of your tools over here. So say we space them out a little bit more. I'm going to bring this guy down. So let's say this is all spaced apart, and you want all these stars to be equidistant from each other. You're going to select all of them first, and then usually I pick vertical align center so that I can tell Illustrator to align them all based on the center point, but depends on your goal, I guess. So I click on that. But if you want them to have even spacing, you're going to click on this thing right here. So distribute objects. So you can distribute objects, vertical distribute center, bottom. You could do this horizontal distribute left. But for this case, we're going to pick horizontal distribute center. So once you click on this, it will automatically apply the same distance to each of those objects right there. So that is your alignment tool or alignment options for your shapes right there. Now the next thing is your arrangement. So arrangement has to do with how things or how shapes are stacked. So for the sake of this example, I'm going to change the colors of each one of these stars. So I'm going to go to swatches. I'm just going to switch green, switch this to orange, and switch this to tan. So right now, if I zoom in and I move these guys on top of each other, I'm just going to use the 3 stars for an example. Right now, what we see is we have the orange star is going to be at the very bottom of this composition, and the green star as the is occupying the highest part of this this overlap. So if you want to rearrange your image, meaning if you want this green to be behind this tan or all the way to the back and behind this orange, you're going to click on this green star, and you can hit Control on your keyboard or right click if you have a right click mouse, and then click on, let me redo that again, and click anywhere on your computer, and then window that's going to pop up like this, and then you're going to go to arrange, and then you're going to go to send back or send backward. If you want this to go all the way to the very back of your composition, you're going to send to back. So I want this to be behind the orange star, so I'm going to hit send to back, and there's my green star right there. So that's how you rearrange the overlapping of your image. So if you missed that, all you have to do is click on whatever image you want to send to the back. So say I want this orange to be in the front now of everything. I'm going to make sure I use my black arrow or my selection tool. Click on the orange and right click or hit Control on your keyboard. Click and then click arrange and bring to front. And that's how you rearrange your images and your shapes right there. Okay.